Councillor Mooney and Councillor Dawes had. They're wondering about what the go-forward plan. Frankly, I'm not in a position to advise council in terms of should we try and sell the building, should we lease the building, subdivide the property, sell the whole thing, if so, at what cost. You know, I don't have information. Council's been pretty clear in their last motion concerning the building that the leases that are there now are one-year leases and that the tenants will have to vacate when those leases expire. But I don't have a recommendation for you on future use of that building. So what this analysis would do, it would arm us with some information. We would know what our options are, what the possibilities are, and then council would be in a better position to make a decision on the path forward.
So all what we discussed in camera, we're going to discuss it over again, pretty much. Well, it is or it isn't. I mean.
Then it isn't.
Yeah, okay. Okay, go ahead. I'll vote nay on that.
Okay, any further discussion? Question's been called. All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Oh, Canada. Go ahead.
Your Worship, I thought we discussed at one time, we made a recommendation or whatever yourself to get a new CD for O Canada, for the singing of O Canada. We thought we all agreed that we would do that, and what's the status on that so far? Linda? I don't think it was.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Was it really
We
defeated?
voted against it. It was.
Really?
Yes.
We're,
So we're singing it.
we're sticking to the singing?
Understanding that singing O Canada is more important than what it sounds like. Yeah. There you go.
Really?
Yep, seriously.
Really?
They do, they love it.
Really?
Oh, okay. Yes, you weren't. Yeah, you may not have been here.
Gone for a second. It must have been a meeting I missed, because the reason why I brought it up is because at another meeting we said that we were going to get a CD, and that was passed. Now you had another meeting and said no. No?
We didn't do that. No. We just voted. I probably said, you know what, maybe we should just go ahead. Go ahead, CAO.
Yeah. So the motion you're remembering was made at committee of the whole, so it was a recommendation to council
Okay.
to
Yeah.
do with the CD.
Okay.
It came up at council at the June meeting, and it was defeated with 5 nay votes.
Okay. So everybody thought we should have a CD. When it came to a vote for
Almost
council,
everybody.
they all said nay. Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you.
All right. South End Sitting Park, Councillor Dennis.
Stand on, only because I've been asked where we stand on a sitting park for South End. We had talked about before a piece of land, and then it got kind of changed around, so I'm just wondering, has any other land been picked out yet, or, because summer's here, they still don't have a sitting park, so how many years is it going to take to get one?
CAO? Or Councillor McIsaac first?
Well, the City Park, well, I live in South End, lived there all my life. We have sitting parks down there. Down at the Red and White store, there's 5 benches, or 4 or 5 benches. That's their park, where a lot of people sit. If you're suggesting a green area, I suggested at sub-meetings ago that we already have a pretty much a park already in place in back of the treatment plant down on, there's a road there. I'm forgetting the name of the street, down where Jackie what is it called? Marshall's Lane, down that area. It has to be fixed up a bit, but there is a road down there. It's a nice, beautiful green area. There's a couple of benches and everything down there. It needs lighting, perhaps a washroom facility and everything. It's a big green area. It's a part of the walking park that goes down towards Bunkers Island, a beautiful spot. Nice big rocks there. You can listen to the waves come in and out. It's right on the water. It's a beautiful spot right there, and it's very accessible. it has to be doctored up somewhat. I mentioned it to Jeff. There is always, when it rains, the water washes away the rocks and stuff, but that can be easily fixed. But it wouldn't cost a lot to have that spruced up a bit. And it could be easily done. Probably next week you could have your benches and all the other stuff in there, except lighting and everything. But it's a perfect spot for it without taking any valuable land that's already in along the waterfront. This is right on the waterfront, and it's there. It's very accessible, and it's not far. It's a nice walk.
CAO, did you, oh, you turned your light off? Go ahead.
If you want to talk about the property matter, I'll talk about that in camera. But as far as park goes, at this point, I don't believe there's any motion of council, and there's no budget allocation. So it will, if it's a priority for council to develop a park at some expense, then we'll have to agree to do that. The property issue we will talk about in camera, so that, because that's where property belongs. But I can bring you up to date on that. All of council.
Good? Okay, approval of invoices. So moved. Second. Do I have to second that? Yeah, all those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. Date of next meeting is August 14th. Need a motion to go in camera. So moved. Good? Yes, please.